Now that we've learned about the properties, let's put them into use, right? So for topic 1, we're going the properties of logarithms. So for our directions, we're going to use the properties of logarithms to fill in the missing blanks. So for letter A, we have log base 8 of 9 minus log base 8 of 3 equals box. So we're looking for what box is. So going up here, okay, so since there's a minus, this is showing me the quotient property for logarithms. So it can go either way, right? So I have log base b of x minus log base b of y. What does that mean? If the logs are subtracted, then we can divide them, right? So the biggest thing here, what we have to look for is, do these logarithms have the same base? Yes, they do, because b is equal to 8 for both of them, right? So, and also labeling, so this first one, so x is equal to 9, and then y is equal to 3. So if I put these together, what is this? So box is going to equal to log base b of 9 divided by 3, right? So we can actually simplify this, because what is 9 divided by 3? That is 3. So this is log base b of 3. Oh, geez, not b. We already know what b is. B is 8. Okay, so that means, so log base 8 of 9 minus log base 8 of 3, this is equal to log base 8 of 3, right? For letter B, so instead of solving as is, we have to still find the missing piece. So we have log base 9 of 4 plus blank is equal to log base 9 of 20, right? So when I see this, since I have to fill in stuff on the left, maybe it would be easier to work on the right-hand side. So first of all, we have to check the bases. So the base here is 9. There's a 9 here. There's a 9 here. So we are allowed to split them, all right? So in this case, so since it's adding, we're going to do some multiplying. So over here, we know x is equal to 4, and we also know x times y is equal to 20. Okay, so this is kind of like a substitution problem. So what are we going to get? So if we have 4y is equal to 20, if we solve for y, y is equal to 5. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that our box is equals log base 9 of 5. Okay, so for B, we can check our work. All right, how do we do that? Let me change to a different color. I'm claiming, so log base 9 of 4, and I'm saying this, the box is log base 9 of 5. We want to show it equals log base 9 of 20, right? So again, using the product property, so we have the same bases. Okay, so then we can multiply the 4 and the 5. So what does this equal? This equals log base 9 of 4 times 5, and this is log base 9 of 20. Okay, these right here, they are equal. Since they're equal, we know that this is our answer, right? So lastly, for this topic, let's talk about letter C. So letter C, so for product property and quotient property, there's always going to be like two terms and then equal to one term. When you have the power property, it's always one term equals to one term, but there, when you change it around, there's going to be a coefficient, right? So let's look again. So let's make sure. Let's look at our bases. Our bases are both 8, so that's good. So when I look, so since there's one term, and since we're looking for a coefficient, that's telling me we need to use the power property. So the power property, so B is 8, and then over here, so since there's no coefficient here, that means this one, so that means this one, so x to the p is equal to 9, right? And then over here we have box, and then log base 8 of 3. So what is 3? 3 is x. Okay, so if I look at this, so we essentially what am I doing? So this is x to the p, and this is equal to 9. So I know x is 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make this 9 have the same base. Okay, so x to the p, and then 9, so I can make this 9 squared. So then p is equal to 2. Right? So what does that mean? That means that our box is equal to 2. Okay, so because our box is p. Okay, so now let's check our work. So we're claiming, so this is, let me put in a different color. So I have 2 log base 8 of 3. Okay, since there's a coefficient in the front, what can I do? I can make it into a power. So this is log base 8 of 3 squared. Okay, what is 3 squared? 3 squared is 9. These are equal. Since they're equal, then we know that the missing value in this equation is 2.